Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. Did you enjoy those two amazing Tier 10 games we watched a couple of days ago? Or was it yesterday? I'm losing track. Well, we're featuring Tier 9s today. Okay, one of my, I guess, love-hate relationship tanks in Tier 9 is the T30. Because I love it, but I hate it. And it's Labor Sack 03 from the Baum hyphen BAUM. That's his name, and here he is. Do you happen to know AFK Carl? We also introduced AFK Carl. You guys remember AFK Carl? Did you watch that video? We like to have fun on this channel. But I got two amazing games for you today, okay? Because every now and then things like really work out. And this is an encounter mode. And encounter mode is the mode where a lot of people get detected very quickly in areas that are easy to shoot. Because there's an encounter, there's a base, and sometimes people go directly to the base and you can have a light tank that detects them. So their Batchat 12T went and detected some. But he did not get a shot. He did not get a shot. And so now he has to wait. Now he has to wait. The life of a T30. It's hard to know the correct places to go with a T30 because on this map, you'd say, well, the T30 has a pretty good turret, except it can be the roof of the turret can just be overmatched by almost like so many tanks in Tier 10. But it has good gun depression. Maybe you should go up the hill. And I played the T30, and that was my tendency at first. Oh, I got good gun depression. It kind of looks like a heavy tank. Why don't I just go up the hill? And this is the reason that I don't do that anymore. Because they just have to shoot you up here. And there's a big weak spot. If you're hull down on a ridgeline, you're weak. Unlike some tanks. Like, I'm not kidding. You're not just weak. Like, you're exposing your weak spot when you point your gun down, because the big cupola on the back of your turret gets pushed up, and you're just it's very frustrating because you say, oh, it looks like it should be powerful on a ridgeline, and it's nothing compared to a Conqueror, or Super Conqueror, 60 TP, or a STB-1. There's a lot of tanks that on a ridgeline. The UDES, is it the 15, 16? There's numerous tanks that are just so good on ridgelines. And you poke over and you're trying, well, where do I shoot that? And everyone knows exactly where to shoot the T30. It's just in the big, huge ball on the back of his turret. Boom. So the way I play it now, it looks like this guy, Lambersack, he's just being more of a support tank, right? He's a TD. He's technically a TD. He looks like a tank, but he's technically a TD. So you have to resist the urge to go duke it out with the heavy tanks. The heavy tanks are just better than you at being hull down, right? How do you like that object? And you have to understand that if it's... Because when I started playing it, you're playing a tank that looks like this. It looks like a heavy tank. It looks like it should be good on a ridgeline. So I go to a ridgeline. And I may not actually be helping my team because, remember, the matchmaker is going to put this many heavy tanks on this team and the same on your team and the same amount of TD. And it at least balances the number of the class of tanks, right? So this is a TD. And if you move up to the front line with the heavy tanks, then you might think, oh, our team has an extra heavy. No, your team has one less TD. Because it's just, I know, you'll be able to find a replay where the T30 moves up very aggressively on a ridgeline and he dominates, right? I know. There's always that situation, given. I mean, every situation exists. I could find you a T30 game where the T30 does 0. You can find a game where the T30 does 7,000, 8,000 damage up front on a ridgeline. That's a given, okay? But on average, you go to a ridgeline in a tier 9-10 game, people know what they're doing. You have such a huge weak spot that maybe you're a detriment to your team because your team has one less big gun backing the heavies up. So, I don't know. Different ways of looking at it. If you're confident in your abilities, the one time you needed a pen, you didn't get it. If you're confident in your abilities to play close in on a ridgeline, and this is very important. Look at this guy's got 25, 30, 18 ping. That's a big thing. No other content provider will explain that to you or mention that. But if you're going to play close in, like poke the ridgeline and shoot and back up, if you have 200 ping or 150 ping, don't. Because you'll suck. It doesn't matter, if you think you're the greatest World of Tanks player of all time, and you've watched all of the British content providers' videos on how to do it. You can't do it. You just simply can't do it with 200 ping, because you'll poke the ridgeline, and if your enemy has 25 ping, okay, you've poked the ridgeline. He sees you in 25 milliseconds. He sees you. Okay, you don't even know that he sees you for another 180 milliseconds, or if you have 200 ping, another 175 milliseconds. You don't even know that he sees you. He's already seen you and fired at you, and he hasn't even rendered on your screen yet. All right, then you finally see him, and you click, and you back up, and a flurry of activity happens. And what gets illustrated on your screen, which is after the fact, is you've poked the ridgeline, the enemy shot you, and you pulled the trigger and missed. And you go, fuck! I'm not good at this. Well, no, it's not that you're not good at this. It's that he's already shot you and he's pulling back. He shot you in 25 milliseconds. He's pulling back, and he hasn't rendered on your computer yet. Wargaming server hasn't even sent you that information yet. He's already pulled back. You've aimed at where he was 175 milliseconds ago. He's on your screen there, but he's not really there. He's over here. You pull the trigger, you've missed, you pulled back, and the game says, that one bounced, or you missed. Ammo rack hit. We're lucky it didn't blow. And you just simply can't do it. So, a little bit of an aside. Don't even bother playing the fast-paced game if you've got bad ping. And you'll notice that anyone who's serious about streaming or making content does not do it with 250 ping. There's been some guys that have done it with like 100, 150, or I'll try and play the EU server. I have between 150 and 200 ping. There were a couple of other content providers that did it on the EU server from North America, and they had about 150, 200 ping. And they did the best they could, and they're better than, some of them better than I am. But they simply cannot compete with the higher, with the elite. You just can't. So you end up picking tanks where it's more forgiving to have bad ping, and there are some. But while we've listened to that diatribe, Mr. T30 ends up with 10,475 damage and 5 kills. And he did not play the front line. He played a little bit back. Well, how about a platoon of Conquerors? Both players from the Soho clan. You're being featured, Soho. Shout out to you guys. And we're watching from the perspective of Conrad 11011. Conrad 11011 in Paris with his buddy in Conquerors. Not the best map for a Conqueror, because this another tank that likes to be hull down, and another tank that has one of these big weak spots. When it's not as bad as the T30, I don't think, but this is the price you pay on your way to getting a Super Conqueror. Right? The Super Conqueror, very difficult to pen when it's hull down. T30, very easy. Conqueror, it's okay. I'd say the Conqueror is probably maybe harder to pen than the T30. The T30 is, the roof is overmatch. For you guys check what 100. I think the roof of the T30 is only 29 millimeters. if my memory serves correctly. You guys can check that for me. So I think even like 105 millimeter guns just overmatch the roof of the T-30, which is just disgusting. And his teammate has just surfed his way into a position. Nicely done. And look how this guy's positioned himself. He actually knows. Being up on the rubble like that, his lower plate is still protected. But if they hit the upper plate, it's like probably close to an auto bounce angle. So he's using his gun depression perfectly here. And he's going to shoot this Centurion. Oh, he ricocheted. You should have aimed for the roof, buddy. You just, you didn't aim right at the last minute. You kind of took your eye off the ball there. It's funny how, like, some players do that, right? You had the roof. Yeah, to the, up. Up and to the cupola. Shoot the cupola. He's not doing it. And it's funny how some players, up higher. Okay, right there. Well, switch to premium ammo, then you don't have to worry about the weak spot. Some players, right before they're going to shoot, they're right through the roof. Right before they're going to shoot, they zoom out. I don't know. You could, yeah, there. Oh, no, he went lower. But I guess with premium ammo, he's going to go straight through the front. The Centurion just feels like, well, what am I doing playing this game? It's his own fault for staying there. Boom. E75. And this guy's just farming. He's farming Muppets. That guy's protecting his weak spot, the cupola, the large cupola, and this guy's not. And he's begging them, shoot me, shoot me. Look, he's showing his plate. And they're wondering, why is he doing that? And they're smart enough not to shoot him because they will bounce off his upper plate when he uses the rubble like that. And you can do that when you have gun depression. And it's beautiful, right? Is the perfect position. This is, we're getting a treat here, guys. This guy is showing it. He's showing some of you a perfect position on this map. And I, at the beginning, I said this is not the best map for someone with gun depression. This guy's showing us one of the primo spots to use your gun depression on this map. And by using the rubble to give himself more angle, he's using it better. If he stays flat, he's going to get penned. And this is brilliant. He's just this is very, very good gameplay. Very, very good gameplay. We have to give a shout out to the Conrad from the Soho clan. If anyone knows Conrad from the Soho clan, send him a message and say your game's being featured and your secret spot on Paris has been exposed so that now everyone can see it and use it. Oh, and the T-30. Wow, the T-30, press number 2, he loaded APCR and he went probably right between his turret and his hull. That hurts. Where did the T-30 hit him? Yeah, right there. Turret ring. Oh, the E75 followed in the T-30's footsteps. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Put your gun down. Put your gun down. Put your gun down. Yeah, if you put your gun down, they're going to have a hard time hitting your turret ring. You're letting them aim, and he bounced. Excellent. Beautiful. This is very nice. This is very nice to watch. Oh! Wow. This guy has confidence in his armor and in his ability to be hull down. He's just doing it perfectly. Yeah, right through the tumor.
Thought they could cross me? No chance.
You guys leave comments in the comment section. Let's let this guy know what a great job he did, okay, guys? Because we do see some great games, and a lot of them rely on luck. But I think this guy created his own luck. He put himself in a position that he's almost invincible. Right? So regardless of whether he wins or loses this one, I'd have to say that this guy really, like, he held this choke point. The rest of the map is lost. Look what's happening in the rest of the map. His team just lost everything. But this guy held this choke point. Your platoon mate is dead. And you gotta take him out. Take him. Boom. Yeah, good. That Burask. I think that Burask had 3 marks on his barrel. And he's worried about the guy behind him because he's just got a Tiger. And this guy thinks he's going to come and take a cheeky shot. Boom, but... Oh!
We'll be shooting pillows at 'em.
Oh, so unlucky. It's a concept. And what's going to happen now? He went... Yes, he takes him out. Excellent. He waited till the 75 had fired. And now he has to get into a position where he can be safe from above. He's got to be safe from above, but he's got to worry about these guys. Oh, and it's gone from bad to worse. That someone's got to handle that concept. If someone handles that concept, then there's only one other player that can do it. And oh, he's so lucky. He's so lucky. The concept's yes. The concept's reloading. He's just got to stay under the bridge so the concept can't hit him. And here comes a T-95. This is really bad. Oh, boom! As he takes out another one, guys. He has to rely on his teammate now. He has to rely on his teammate. He's under the bridge, so the concept can't shoot him unless the concept comes down. And the T-95, is he going to just track him? Is he going to use a shot to track him? What's he going to do? He's going to try and take a cheeky shot on the concept. His friend just took... What just happened there? We missed something. I don't want to take my eye off what's going on here. Boom! Beautiful! And don't let him use the gun depression. Come on! Come on! Come on! Oh! He sacrifices himself so that the TD can kill. But please win, he says. Please win. And the T-30 has to get 2 artilleries. What a fantastic job. I guess the T-30 took out the T-95, right? The T-30 took out the T-95. And now if this guy switches perspective to the T-30, he says, please win. The T-30 has to go fight just the SPGs. But he's low on HP. He's only got 147 HP. And the T-30 says, I can try. You can do it. I did 15 missions for heavies, but you have to win this. Ha ha ha. You got it. Okay. He says he did mission 15, but he has to be on the winning team. So switch to his perspective, guy, so that we can watch it. Come on, Conrad, switch so we can see it. Oh, they're in your cap. We'll make the mini-map bigger and just watch this unless he switches to perspective. Come on, switch to the T-30 perspective so we can see what's happening. But we can see it on the mini-map. Just keep our fingers crossed here. One of the SP... There you go. He switched to his perspective. Now, the trouble is, if he goes to kill that SPG, the SPG will be sitting in the bushes. There's one of them in there. He'll be sitting in the bushes. He will spot the T-30 before the T-30 spots him. And oh, there he is. What are you doing? Take the shot. You're not detected yet. You don't need to get closer. These players that just have no idea what they're doing. When you spot someone like that, let me just... He spotted the enemy and his sixth sense did not go off. That means you're not detected yet. So just stop and kill him. All right, you don't have to get closer. These people that think they have to be right beside the enemy to do damage, and let's just see what happens here. Now you're going to pull around the corner, and they will see you. So you have to shoot and pull back. And there, okay, and pull back. And the other SPG was stupid enough not to shoot you. Okay, so it worked out, but he could have had one kill before. Okay, he could have killed the M5355 would be dead if he did what I said, but he killed him anyway because let's face it, the two SPGs were Muppets, both of them. And Conrad celebrates in the chat. He was very happy with that win. 8,183 damage, 7 kills, and shout out to the T-30 who won the game. Beautifully done. I hope you guys enjoyed those two. I did. I thought that last one there, I was pretty... Oh, I was sure that the SPGs would have killed that T-30 at the end. You'd think both of them, after he pulled out once and killed one, the other one would be ready to shoot. But you know, what goes through the minds of SPG players is beyond just, unfathomable to the rest of the population. I don't think we can fully understand them. I'll catch you guys on the next one.